Hello and welcome to another video in which I want to have a look at the BibleHub, another free tool on the web. My last video on the best free biblical study setup in 2025 triggered a couple of comments, and one of them was whether I would be willing to have a look at the BibleHub. It seems to be a quite popular site. I've also seen students use it and assess it, particularly in comparison with other tools that are available out there. So you see here the BibleHub. It's always good to have a look at who is behind the project. When you click on the About Us section, you will see that the BibleHub is a production of the Online Parallel Bible Project. The project is privately owned and supported for the express purpose of sharing Bible study tools online. That's a laudable aim, but it's important that you see this is a privately owned and supported project, as thus you will not have the strong backup of, let's say, a research environment, as, for example, the Center of Biblical Languages and Computing at Andrews University, or the Ipsos Center of Bible and Computing at the Free University of Amsterdam, or, for example, a powerful society like the United Bible Society is a professional society that is behind the Marble project and responsible for most of the modern Bible translations that are being carried out in both the majority as well as the minority world. Anyway, let's have a look at what the BibleHub offers. You see that obviously a lot of translations being made available here. That's laudable and that's good. You can have texts in parallel, run them in parallel fashion. You see here the English ESV, and you can create a parallel text, the New American Standard Bible, nicely, that they use really latest translations. I'm sure they are paying some copyrights to some of the publishers here to get that, to make that available. You can also here open the Hebrew Bible as a parallel. There are also interlinear options that you can choose. For example, here you see the interlinear. Now, the issue here that I would want you to be aware of is that most of the, let's say, high quality research tools are not available here on a site like BibleHub. It's more geared towards the layperson, the person that wants to have quick access to different types of Bible translations, but it's not a research tool in which you can research the Greek and Hebrew or Aramaic primary sources. That's not the purpose of this website, and you can see that easily by identifying. I just looked here in the impressum earlier on what the source of this Hebrew text is. This is not the Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia. That's the critical edition that all scholars and theologians would be using. This is based on the Westminster text, which tries to mirror the Codex Lenicradensis. Also, what you'll see is when you click on, for example, words, let's click here on bara, for example, you get dictionary entry from the Strong's Lexicon. This is not a scholarly work. It's also outdated. It's more than, I think by now, more than 100 years old. You have more sophisticated or more elaborate dictionary being made available here through the unabridged Brown Driver Briggs Hebrew and English lexicon. But again, be aware that this is a dictionary that's more than 100 years old. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's from 1909 when the last version of the Brown Driver Briggs was being published, but you might want to double check this on Wikipedia or another tool. But it's definitely an outdated dictionary. No scholar is using this anymore unless for historical reasons. The standard dictionary today would be, for example, Halot, the Hebrew and Aramaic dictionary of the Old Testament, or the dictionary of classical Hebrew, or the most up-to-date Gesenius dictionary. So again, outdated materials. Obviously, this is a choice by the BibleHub because you don't need to pay copyrights to publishers anymore. The same applies here to devotions or commentaries. When you click on commentaries, it's great that they make them available, but all these commentaries are outdated commentaries, usually more than 100 years old. For example, here the Kyle and Delitzsch Old Testament commentary is actually a pretty good commentary. Very good for historical reasons to have that available, but it's a commentary, I think, from the late 19th century and does not reflect anymore the current state of research that we have. Back to the BibleHub. when you look at the site, you'll also see that there are regularly, advertisements being inserted in this experience of using the BibleHub. Obviously, they are trying to fund themselves through advertisements. You see here, for example, the Scotia Momentum, no fee, Visa card, and this kind of, for my taste, creates kind of a cluttered experience with some distractions when I really want to focus on the Hebrew Bible or the Greek New Testament and study it. So I think it's a good tool for lay people, for those who want to quickly have a look at different types of translations that might not be easily available in other resources. However, I would highly recommend, as a much better alternative, the Step Bible by the Tyndall Project. Again, here we would have a strong research-oriented group behind you. You see, it's a much more decluttered experience. I think it's much more to the task type of experience. You can also click on words and get your morphological analysis. You get the Launida-based dictionary here. So you have just I think a more streamlined experience. Also, the texts are the texts that are being used in research environments. Here you have the Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia, actually. And here you have the SBL, Society of Biblical Languages, Greek New Testament. So you have higher quality texts that are available to you. When it comes to English translations, there are a lot of translations, probably as much translations as they are available on the BibleHub. So I think you're not missing out if you are not using the BibleHub, but only the Step Bible web version. If you look at all these translations that are here, you can also find them on the online version of the Step Bible. You see here all the translation, not just English, but French and German, and all kinds of modern translations are being made available here. If you have installed the Step Bible locally, you see here, this is my local installation. You can actually add resources by clicking on Install More Bibles, and then you can add them to your locally installed translation. For example, all repositories, okay, and you say, now it's loading all the repositories, and you can then look for example the Jewish translation here, the GPS translation, and add this to your local installation. The beautiful thing is, we should have it now here. Yeah, here it is. It's now available on my local machine. So when you get back here to, I can now choose the GPS. Here it is, right? So I have now the ESV and the GPS. So again, a much more streamlined experience as far as I'm concerned. No advertisements that clutter your reading and your research experience. No advertisements. Also, you might say, but wait, the BibleHub has, Atlas, for example. Isn't that a nice tool that is very handy? And yes, I would agree. It's really nice to have an atlas available and to zoom into some of the historical sites that Old and New Testament are covering. It's really nice, to zoom in perfect. But again, if you look at the Step Bible has the same capabilities. Here on the online version now of the Step Bible, you can go to resources, and under resources you should have, I think here, places in the Bible, and you also get a map that allows you to actually there are different maps that allow you to locate and visualize what you are studying. So different maps are being offered. You see here you can move between the Middle East, Exodus and Conquest, early church. So there are some basic maps available here on the Step Bible too that I think match really what is offered here on the BibleHub as well. So I hope this was a fair introduction into the BibleHub and what it offers. It has obviously a strong user base. I have seen that many of my students and also in the church environment members are using this, but you might definitely want to consider also the Step Bible, as it will, at least to my taste, definitely offer a better, more streamlined, more to the task, more focused experience for biblical studies. Okay, that was it. All the best. Bye.